Mermaids have captured our imaginations for centuries. Tales and legends alluding to mermaid sightings have been passed down throughout the ages, with many still being recounted today. With all the evidence, it's hard to state that mermaids don't exist. Many people who have seen these creatures aren't particularly superstitious and are, by all other accounts, reasonable and rational. We searched through extensive eyewitness testimony to bring you 5 mermaids that might exist in real life. Let's begin. Number 5. Manatee mistakes. It would be hard to cover mermaid sightings without first mentioning the plethora of mistaken sightings and accounts throughout history. While these creatures aren't mermaids per se, the fact that many people once believed exactly that earns them an honorable mention on our list. They exhibit all the legendary characteristics of mermaids, assuming that sailors had been provided enough grog prior to their encounters, which they probably had in some cases. Manatees are also known to be drawn to boats, which helps explain the mistake. The only problem is, well, they aren't mermaids. Too bad the real deal has been discredited with a few mere manatee sightings. Number 4. Mermaiding communities. Further, humans now claim mermaid status. A documentary entitled Mermaids, shown at the Toronto's Hot Docs International Documentary Festival, claims we all have the capacity to be mermaids. Like the vampire culture covered by Vice a few years ago, some have immersed themselves in mermaid culture as modern-day mermaids. For most who engage in mermaiding, the surprisingly large community gives them a way to cope with personal issues and adopt an alter ego that makes them happy. This growing subculture, while supposedly therapeutic and meaningful, is definitely strange and difficult for most of us to wrap our heads around. Whether or not we see these people as real mermaids, the fact that they feel such a strong connection to their character does speak to the power that mermaid legends still exert today. Number 3. Zimbabwe reservoir sighting. This sighting in Zimbabwe has support from the highest annals of the Zimbabwean government. Workers in 2012 suddenly stopped working on a reservoir, refusing to return to work after fleeing the area in a panic. They told officials about a miraculous sight involving mermaids in the waters. The government then hired foreigners to come in and complete the work. When they too refused to return after being pestered by mermaids, the Water Resource Minister, Samuel Nkomo, admitted that mermaids had also been found in nearby reservoirs. To appease the spirits, it was decided that an offering of traditional local beer be given to the mermaids. This seemed to have worked, with no further reports of anyone being bothered by mermaids before the completion of the reservoir. Number 2. The Kaiman. Locals in the area surrounding the Buffelsjags River at Surbrock in South Africa have mermaid tales of their own, backed up with a storied history and many eyewitness accounts. They call the mermaids in the river Kaimen. It was easy for villagers to dismiss the legend, however, as no sightings have been made for generations. This changed in 2008 when people heard about how Daniel Caputo, with his son and nephew, found a white woman with long black hair in distress. As more people gathered, the figure swam around a bridge before climbing up and diving back in, eventually swimming away. Villagers, once unbelievers, now say there is no denying the facts. Number 1. The Mermaids of Kiryat Yam. There's a legend in Kiryat Yam, Israel that speaks of a mermaid that appears on the coast sometimes around sunset. Glimpses of a strange creature on the shore have captured the attention of the world since Live Science published an article that recounts one of these miraculous sightings. According to eyewitness testimony, back in 2009, a group of friends stumbled upon a woman lying on the beach who, when approached, darted quickly into the water. Everyone in the group was amazed when they saw she had a very distinct tail. No footage was captured until a video surfaced in 2013 that provides some pretty convincing evidence to support the local legend. It shows something on a rock at the edge of a cliff that suddenly slips back into the water after noticing the hikers with their camera. And there, you have 5 mermaids that might exist in real life. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and share it, and if you haven't already, subscribe down below to get notified almost every single day with new videos from Top 5's finest. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we are out.